Welcome students to Naveen Sir Physics classes. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about law of conservation of linear momentum. So in last lectures we discussed about the force, momentum, Newton's third law of motion. In this lecture we are going to discuss about law of conservation of linear momentum. Sir, what is mean by law of conservation of linear momentum? Let us take a look. What does it mean? So we know that what is momentum. So momentum of an object, or let us consider an object is moving with a velocity v and mass of the object is m. So how can we write its linear momentum? Linear momentum is the product between mass and velocity of an object. And we also discussed that when an external force acting on the body, for suppose the object is moving with the initial velocity u, and due to application of force its velocity changes to v. So in this process, due to application of the force, what is going to change? The momentum of an object is going to change. What is initial momentum? Initial momentum is equals to mu and final momentum is equals to mv. Then what is change in momentum? Change in momentum in the process is equal to m into v minus v. That is final momentum minus initial momentum. We can write pf minus pi. And we also discussed that the rate of change of linear momentum dp by dt is directly proportional to force acting on the body. What does it mean? If the change in momentum delta p is more, then force acting on the object is greater. If change in momentum is less, then force acting on the object is also less. So this is we discussed already when we study about the Newton's second law of motion and derivation of the Newton's second law. Okay, right. Sir, what is mean by conservation? So the term conservation means remains same. Conservation, it means remains same. So what remains same? The momentum remains same. There are different conservation laws will be there. So conservation of energy, conservation of mass, conservation of charge. So different types of conservations will exist in nature. So in all the processes, the quantity, if you are telling it is conservation of energy, that means energy remains constant. That means initial energy of system is equal to final energy of system. And mass, conservation of mass. For suppose if a reaction takes place, so whatever the mass of the reactants is equal to mass of the products. That means mass neither be created nor destroyed. In the same way, when the charges are transferring from one body to another body, the charges neither be created nor destroyed. They are transferring from one body to another body. In the similar manner, the momentum is also conserved. So under what conditions the momentum is conserved, that we should discuss. Right? Conservation of linear momentum. To explain this conservation of linear momentum, with one example, I am going to explain in detail. Right, let us take one example here. Take gun and bullet system. Okay. In this, mass of the gun, I am assuming mg, mass of the bullet is mv. So I will take mass of the gun as m1, mass of the bullet as m2. So initially, before releasing the spring or before pressing the trigger, so gun and bullet both are at rest only. Okay. Now, if they are at rest, what we can say, there is no velocity. That's why momentum of the bullet and momentum of the gun is equal to 0. Right. Now let us take. Now we are pressing the trigger. So when we are pressing the trigger, what will happen? The bullet comes out. The bullet releases from the gun. So in this process, there is an action and reaction takes place. So what is action? So action is the force exerted by the gun on the bullet. Force acting on bullet due to gun is action, and reaction takes place. What is reaction? Force acting on gun due to bullet. So here, according to Newton's second law, we can write, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So action I am writing, force acting on bullet due to gun. Reaction, what is reaction? Force acting on gun due to bullet. I told you that already. When action and reaction takes place, the time of action is equal to time of interaction. So both are acting simultaneously and the interaction time is also same. That's why I am multiplying this expression both sides with delta t minus fgb delta t. We know that according to Newton's second law, F is equal to delta P by delta T. Now we can write delta P is equal to F into delta T. Okay. Now in the place of F delta T, we can introduce change in momentum of the bullet. Change in momentum of bullet is equal to minus change in momentum of the gun. Can I write? Because delta P, change in momentum, is equal to force into interaction time. So this force into interaction time gives change in momentum. So this is what, due to force exerted by the gun on the bullet, the momentum is changes, and the same way the momentum of the gun is also changes. Now we are going to write delta PB plus delta Pg equals to 0. So initial momentum of the bullet minus final momentum of the bullet, it is change in momentum of the bullet. Next, initial momentum of the gun minus final momentum of the gun, that equals to 0. We know that before releasing the trigger, initial momentum of the bullet and initial momentum of the gun both are 0. Now what is the energy, what is the total momentum of system? PIB plus PIG equals to 0. This is initial momentum of system. initial momentum of system. Right, now we are going to write like this: PIV plus PIG equals to PFB plus PFG. So let us take, this is equation number 1 and this is 2, 3, 4. From 2 what we are going to write? Initial momentum and final momentum equals to 0, and sum of momentum, final momentum of bullet and final momentum of gun is also equals to 0. If I am substituting equation number 2 in equation number 4, what does it mean? Initial momentum of system, I am taking the system, not isolated body. Here the gun and bullet consider as a system. I am talking about the system, not isolated body, not a single body. We are not discussing. We are discussing about system. So initial momentum of system is equals to final momentum of system. That means the conservation is followed. What is mean by conservation? Remains same. So initial momentum of the system equals to final momentum of system. That means we are going to confirm that when external force, the statement of the law of conservation of linear momentum is very, very important. When external force acting on a system is 0, then momentum of system is said to be conserved. Okay, so here the main concept of law of conservation of momentum is, we are explaining by taking one example. I am taking gun and bullet system. So before going to release the bullet from the gun, the velocity, initial velocity of the gun and initial velocity of the bullet is 0. That's why momentum of the gun 0, momentum of the bullet also 0. Okay, then if I am writing the net momentum, so net initial momentum, what is initial momentum? Net initial momentum, so PIB plus PIG is the net momentum. This is initial momentum of the system. Now after releasing this, the bullet will comes out with a particular speed. In the process of releasing, what happened? There is action and reaction will take place. What is action here? Force exerted by gun on the bullet is action. Force exerted by bullet on the gun is reaction. So both are occurring at the same time. That's why I am multiplying delta t on both sides. We know that F into delta t is change in momentum. So change in momentum of the bullet is equals to change in momentum of the gun, but in opposite direction. So net change in momentum of system, delta Pb plus delta Pg equals to 0. So change in momentum of the bullet, change in momentum of the gun, we are writing in initial and final terms. So by comparing equation number 4 and equation number 2, final momentum of the system is also equals to 0. Therefore we can confirm that when external forces are acting on a system is 0, then momentum of a system is said to be conserved. Sir, why external force is 0? Here you are applying some force, no? So why you are taking it as external force 0? You are applying some force in pressing the trigger, and if you want to release the bullet, we need to press the trigger. So this trigger is only activating the system. this force, whatever the pressing force, is not responsible for the motion of the bullet. Already in the gun, the compressed spring will be there and it will be releases. When this releases, this energy is converting, or this energy will be given to the bullet. So this energy, this whatever the force I am applying on the trigger, it is not external force, it is very less force, almost all equals 0 compared to the force exerted by the spring on the bullet. Okay na? So this is about the law of conservation of linear momentum. So write the statement of the law of conservation of linear momentum like same. When external force acting on a system is 0, when external force acting on a system is equal to 0, then momentum of a system is said to be conserved. Conserved means remains same. So this is one example for the system which obeys the law of conservation of linear momentum, that is gun and bullet system. Right, let us take some more examples for systems which obeys the law of conservation of linear momentum. So one more example we are going to discuss here. That is collision. What is collision? Collision is nothing but it is a strong interaction between two bodies in a short interval of time, in which redistribution of momentum takes place. Sir, what is the meaning of this statement? So very simple. When the two bodies are interacting, what is going to be redistributed? Momentum is going to be redistributed. Redistribute nothing but it is going to be change, but finally it will be remain same. So that total momentum only it is going to be distributed between the bodies. No additional momentum will be added to the system. So let us consider. So an object of mass m1 is moving with velocity u1 and another object of mass m2 is moving with velocity u2. Here I am considering u1 greater than u2. Right. Let us write initial momentum of system. System means two bodies. Okay na? So initial momentum of system, that means momentum of first body plus momentum of second body. So momentum of first body m1 u1, momentum of second body m2 u2. Right. So due to its greater velocity, the object 1 at a certain instant, it is going to interact with the second body. That means it is going to participate in collision with second body. So in this process, what happened? Object 1 exerts some force on the object 2. This is force exerted on 2 due to 1, and this is force exerted on 1 due to 2. So these two are acting at the same time. Interaction time is same. Okay na? So after the process is completed, the bodies will be going to separate. So V1 and V2. They won't stick. If they stick, the scenario will be changed, that we will discuss later. So what happens if they stick together? So now I am assuming that after collision, after interaction, the bodies are separating. Now let us find out its final momentum. What is final momentum? m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, equation number 2. So in this process, is there any external forces are acting on the system? No. The force exerted by the 1 is on 2, force exerted by 2 is on 1. These are only internal forces. No additional force is coming out from the outside. No external force. Only the internal forces are comes into play. So when internal forces comes into play and external forces are 0, then what we can write? F21 is equals to F12, but minus action and react. This is according to third law, Newton's third law. So let us multiply this on both sides with respect to time. So we know that F into delta T gives change in momentum. So this is change in momentum of object 2. This is change in momentum of object 1. Okay, right? Delta P2. Delta P2, how can we write? M2 V2 minus minus M2 U2. Final momentum minus initial momentum. This is final momentum of the second body, and this is initial momentum of the second body. So m2 v2 minus m2 u2 minus of, what we can write here, m1 v1 minus m1 u1. After interchanging this, we are going to get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. That means when external forces acting on the system is 0, then what we are going to get? Final result is what? Initial. This is initial momentum and this is final momentum. If initial momentum is equal to final momentum, then what is said to be conserved? So momentum is said to be conserved. Okay, now this is when external forces are 0. So this is another example for the system where we can observe the law of conservation of linear momentum. You take the notes as it is in your notes. Now let us take one more example. Right, example. I am going to take the motion of a rocket. Motion of a rocket, here two phenomena are involved. One is Newton's third law of motion, and second one is law of conservation of linear momentum. You can here also initial momentum of system is equals to final momentum. Sir, how can you write initial momentum equals to final? Because here external forces are 0. Sir, what are the internal forces? Internal force is nothing but what? Force exerted by the gases on the ground and force exerted by the ground on the rocket is internal force. This will be the responsible for the motion of the rocket. Okay, let us take one more example. Splitting of a heavy mass into two pieces or explosion of a bomb. So both are same only. Let us imagine a bomb is thrown into air. So in mid-air it breaks into two fragments. So one is of mass m1, another one is of mass m2. So initially, for suppose at the mid-air at highest point its velocity is 0, so we are taking initial momentum of system is what? 0, pi is 0. So after explosion, during the phenomenon of explosion, there is no external forces are acting on the bomb. Due to internal forces only, this bomb is going to be break into pieces m1 and m2. For suppose this is moving with v1 and this is moving with v2. Okay, therefore initial momentum is equals to final momentum, because if external force is 0, we can write m1 v1 plus m2 v2 equals to 0. Therefore m1 v1 is equals to minus m2 v2. So we can write v2 is equals to minus m1 v1 by m2 we can write. Okay, this is the speed of second fragment or second piece. If you want to write the speed of first fragment, you can write v1 is equals to minus m2 v2 by m1. So they are going to ask the questions based on this concept only. Okay, so these are the some examples for system which obeys law of conservation of linear momentum. So I forgot to say one important point during the gun and bullet system. So in case of a gun and bullet system, they are going to frame the question like this. Let us discuss in detail in what way the question can be framed on that concept. Okay, right. The question will be given like this: from a gun of mass 20 kg, a bullet of mass 20 gram is fired with a velocity 100 meter per second. The question is, find recoil speed of gun. Okay, so we know that gun and bullet system obeys the law of conservation of linear momentum. When law of conservation of linear momentum is valid, we can write momentum of the gun is equals to minus momentum of the bullet. Okay, so mgvg is equals to minus mb VB. Sir, why you are representing always negative sign? So negative sign represents the backward kick or the opposite motion of the second object. So this is back kick. It is also known to be recoil. Now what they are asking, what is the recoil speed of the gun? They are asking Vg. So Vg we can write minus MBVB by mg. So minus mb, 20 grams to be converted into kg, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Vg, sorry, Vb, no. So Vb is 100 by mass of the gun is 20. Therefore 20 get cancelled. So 0.1 meter per second. This minus sign represent the backward motion of the gun due to kick of the bullet on the gun. The same question they are also going to ask like this. They will give the same manner, the question will be same manner. Speed of the gun after recoiling 2 meter per second. Speed of the bullet is how much? mg is 20 kg, mb is 20 gram. Here you can find the same momentum of the gun is equals to momentum of the gun bullet. Use this expression and write it for VB, you are going to get the answer. And the same question one more way also they are going to ask. So mass of the bullet is 20 gram. Speed of the bullet is 5 meter per 50 meter per second, and recoil speed of the gun is 0.05 meter per second. Then find mass of the gun. So again same concept, use the same values. Vg equals to minus mb Vb by mg. Our aim is to find mg. So mg we can write minus mb Vb by Vg. Substitute the values. So simplify this. Okay. So in this way, questions can be framed on gun and bullet system. The way of asking the question, law of conservation of linear momentum will be same. Okay, na? So in next lecture we are going to discuss some more applications or some more examples for law of conservation of linear momentum. Take care, stay safe.